Every week, there is a new AI model or workflow promising to completely change the way designers work. It got me thinking, how do I actually use AI in my day-to-day work as a full-time product designer on real projects with real users? So in this video, I will show you how I use AI in 4 different areas of my design workflow. And at the end, I will show you what happened when I connected AI directly to my real Figma file. Okay, let's jump in. As a designer, you spend a lot of your time in meetings. Most companies already use some kind of AI meeting assistant to record calls and take notes. The note-taking itself isn't the interesting part anymore. The useful part is automating what happens after the meeting. I personally use Fathom, but there are plenty of other tools you can choose from, and I will explain why I decided to use this one. So this is Fathom. Once the call is finished, I can come here and see the recording transcript and summary. But the default summary is usually generic. It doesn't organize the meeting around what I actually need as a product designer. For example, after a user interview, I might want pain points, useful quotes, and product opportunities. I used to copy the transcript, paste it into ChatGPT, and ask it to extract all of that. It worked, but doing all of that manually after every meeting still took too much time from me. So I automated that part too. Fathom gives you access to an API, which means that after a meeting ends, you can automatically take the transcript, send it to an AI model with your own prompt, and extract exactly what matters to you. Then you can save the results inside Notion, send it to your email, post it in Slack, or add it wherever your team already works. But here is the interesting part. In the past, setting this up usually required learning tools like N8N or Zapier and sitting through a long tutorial. You can still use those tools, but now the easier starting point is simply asking Claude. Tell Claude what tools you use in your company or project and what you want to happen. I use Fathom for meetings. After every call, I want to take transcript, extract decisions, action items, risks, and product opportunities, and save everything inside a Notion database. Show me how to build this step by step. Claude can help you map the workflow, understand the connector, and troubleshoot the setup as you build it. You don't need to wait for someone to make a tutorial that matches your exact workflow. This is actually one of the most useful ways to use AI at work. Just ask Claude how to remove the manual tasks from your workflow completely. I also use AI when I'm still working through early design ideas. I used to sketch most of them on my iPad. And I still think sketching is useful because it keeps you focused on the structure instead of visual details. But now I can give AI the full context of the flow, the user goal, the screen, and the problem I am trying to solve, and ask it to create a rough, low-fidelity wireframe. I still make the final call on structure. AI just gives me more options to choose from before I commit to one. Another part of my workflow is using AI to design and prototype ideas. I currently use Figma Make, Cloud Design, and Google AI Studio, depending on what I'm trying to create. With Figma Make, I can use my existing Figma designs and design system to generate new screens and turn them into something clickable. This is useful when I want to explore different UX directions before spending more time on the final design or development. I also use Cloud Design and Claude Code. I describe what I want, it creates the interface, and then I keep improving it through conversation. It is really powerful, but the problem is I hit the user's limit quickly. So I use it for real work, not random experiments. But when I want to start from scratch and test many ideas without worrying about limit, I use Google AI Studio. It is free, so I can generate different designs, change the flow, and keep iterating. The downside is that it doesn't know our design system, so I use it for early ideas, workshops, and quick prototypes, not final product design. These tools are not just helping me prototype, they can actually design screens, flows, and functionality for me. The result is not always ready to use, and I still need to make the final design decisions. There's one more thing getting a lot of hype right now: connecting AI directly to your real Figma file. There are actually two ways to do this. The first is Figma MCP, a way to connect an external AI tool like Claude directly to your Figma file. Figma MCP lets Claude see your components, variables, layouts, and existing screens. I also paired it with a set of skills which are basically written rule books. MCP gives Claude access to the file. The skill tells it how to use the access properly. The second way is Figma Agent. You don't need to connect anything. It's already inside your design file, already reading your components and tokens. I've been using it, and honestly, it is surprisingly good. It feels more integrated because it is not a visitor in your file. It's built into it. But here is what both of them run into. Using the right component doesn't automatically mean it creates a good design for you. It may know which button, card, or input to use, but it still doesn't fully understand the user, the business, or why certain decisions were made. So it can build something that looks consistent with your product and still has bad UX. The result also depends heavily on your Figma file itself and your input. If your components, naming, or variables are messy, both tools will struggle. Okay, that's the AI workflow I'm using right now. New tools are coming out every week, so this process will keep changing and I will keep testing what is actually useful. But the main lesson stays the same. These tools can save you time and make the work easier, but you still need to give them direction, review the results, and make the final call. See you in the next one. Bye.